A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
They'll throw again. Bradford. And that is incomplete here. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a straight.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a cutback, right sideline. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Ryan. And incomplete here on third down. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. 4th down. Here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ryan, that's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And out of bounds there on the kick. Toss. It's McKinnon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 57 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Falcons again on offense, who set a game up on Tampa Bay through 12 weeks in the NFC South. And one guy who helped get them there that maybe many people didn't see doing that, Taylor Gabriel. He's turned out to be a big part of this offense, hasn't he?
He has, and it's so unfortunate for the Cleveland Browns as they try to improve their team and are struggling through a very difficult 2016. that they let this guy go. And in Atlanta, he's turned into a little bit of a cult star, hasn't he? A couple of touchdowns this past Sunday. He's really become a great player. And the Falcons, they even tweeted out thanks to the Browns.
On second down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here now come the Falcons. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. He completes it to Julio Jones. And that man continues to be the NFL leader in receiving yards, over 1,100 for Julio Jones. But quiet in Week 12 against the Cardinals, just 4 catches, 35 yards.
Have you charted his yardage for the year per game?
It's all over the place, isn't it?
It really is. It really throws you a little bit because you'll have games like this one where we have 35 yards. Now, they won, so he's not worried about it at all. And truly is not worried about it, which is not normal for a wide receiver. But when you look at also when he has the big games, they are massive, and that's why he's leading the league in yardage.
Like the 300-yard game earlier this season. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. That goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to beat.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Minnesota getting ready to go again on offense. They're 6-5 right now, Charles. No Stephon Diggs. We've chronicled AP maybe coming back earlier than people have anticipated, but we'll see how this offense goes down the stretch because it's been up and down.
The problems with the offensive line have extended to everywhere else on the team because they can't run the ball with the same authority. Trying to pass protect for Sam Bradford has been a little bit difficult. You mentioned Stephon Diggs not being out there. We thought Laquan Treadwell would step in for him, the rookie #1 pick. Instead, it's been Cordero Patterson they've been trying to get involved in the offense. They've got to find an identity again trying to move the ball.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wide open receiver complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks